I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory. And this
Ridiculous theories are still being promoted about the assassination of Malcolm X. Namely, that Malcolm was shot from the ceiling of the Autobahn Ballroom by members of the CIA and not by members of the Nation of Islam positioned at the front of the stage, directly facing Malcolm. This crazy theory, being pushed by an esteemed elder of our community, insists that autopsy records of Malcolm show that shotgun pellets and bullets fired from a shotgun and two handguns enter and exit Malcolm's body, fired from a high upper position, and that projectiles into Malcolm's body point downward. The crazy theory points out that Nation of Islam black pawns fired blanks from their weapons at Malcolm, while real ammunition and weapons were fired from above by white men in the CIA. A 2-page supplementary complaint report dated February 21, 1965, the subject being the autopsy of Malcolm Little, performed at the Bellevue Hospital morgue in New York City by Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Halpern, states that the cause of death to Malcolm was multiple shotgun and other caliber bullet wounds of heart and aorta. Bullet wound entries and exits are too numerous to mention in this documentary segment. But what we will examine are entry and exit wounds to Malcolm that could not have come from above, but had to have come from a frontal position. The scientific facts are described in forensic science as defensive wounds. Many witnesses to the shooting said that when the perpetrators stood up and slowly pointed their weapons at Malcolm and took careful aim at him, that Malcolm instinctively put his arms up to protect himself from the anticipated blast. Aside from the deadly shotgun wound entries, there were also entry wounds at the web between the thumb and index finger of the right hand, where a bullet or bullet fragment traveled up the palm of the right hand and exited from the back of the right hand. Another projectile struck and lodged into the right forearm. An additional projectile struck and lodged into the left bicep. There was also a wound entry to the right of the chin. Other exited bullets went right through Malcolm's left middle back and upper right thigh. The wounds to the front of Malcolm's body, as described in the February 21, 1965 autopsy report, are all consistent with what is described under what is called defensive wounds. It's bad enough that you punked out and didn't show up to help protect the brother. Now you are helping his killers escape punishment. Something